Today is one of the last days of week 3. Our discussion topic for this week is APIs, JSON, and AJAX. So to begin, I just wanted to show you the 3 websites or articles where I really found the best information. Okay, so an API stands for Application Programming Interface. It's a set of programming instructions and standards for accessing a web-based software application. A software company releases its API to the public so that other software developers can design products that are powered by its services. So APIs allow us to access data from other websites without going into their application. And this goes on to say that an API is not a user interface, and that the applications, they're going to talk to each other without the user having any knowledge of it. So a good example I read was credit card companies. And when you go to make a credit card payment, you're putting in your data, and then it's going out to another application to gather that data, process the payment, and then it'll end up coming back to you with a result. So declined or authorized, whatnot. It's a pretty seamless process. So the API I chose for this week was Flickr. And that's here. I chose it because they gave a lot of information with their APIs that they have on their website. It really broke it down and helped me to understand more so than the Facebook and Google ones did. And they have a really clean website. It looks great. If it ever loads. Okay. So their API information, I'm just going to read it because it did help me, and hopefully therefore it'll help somebody else in this class. The Flickr API consists of a set of callable methods, and if you click on this API documentation link here, it will pull up these different methods. To perform an action using the Flickr API, you need to select a calling convention, send a request to its endpoint specifying a method, and some arguments. So you need arguments within your method. And in order for that to be able to be read, you're going to have to pass that through a jQuery function. Next, the list of APIs, which is all right here. To go ahead and look at one of them, I did, so if we're going to find the user by name, you would go up here and search by name. Here, and then there pops up myself. So that's essentially what the API is doing. It's getting data from somewhere else, and we don't know that it's doing this. We don't see it as users, but we are learning to write the code for it. To touch on JSON, JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation, and it's a lightweight, easy, and popular way to exchange data. jQuery is not the only tool for manipulating and interfacing with JSON, but it is the one that they talk about in the article that I found, and they lay it out extremely well and easier for us to understand with great examples of the code that you would need. It talks about an application that he used when writing this, and it just tells you how to do it. Some of the good information I pulled out from there is that you use the getJSON function. And it's the same with AJAX, get AJAX. to touch on AJAX before I finish here. AJAX stands for Asynchronous JavaScript and XML, and JSON is now used more than XML is. It's just more efficient, more popular at this time. So that's all for this week. Have a good week, the rest of you guys.